Hello, entrepreneurs. Joe DeChara coming to you live from downtown Flushing. Let me say that again. Joe DeChara coming to you live from downtown Flushing, New York, once again with tonight's How to Win at Business, and brought to you by my favorite sponsor in the world, Bedrock University. Go there. It's free. Students are free. Register. Classes are open. I don't care about COVID-19. Where classes are in full swing. We got a whole roster of great professors and great courses. So just go to bedrockuniversity.com. And that's our sponsor for tonight. And tonight we're going to have another short one because this is just too easy. Last night we did Waveapps versus QuickBooks, and tonight I'm gonna, just go with Waveapps versus Spreadsheets, QuickBooks, because to be honest with you, it's not even a battle. In my mind, there's no question about it. And I have, been involved with working with. Well, I just noticed that the water is ricocheting off my shirt, it looks like. So maybe it's something with the lighting, but I'm going to fix that. But, you know, let's face it, I've been doing this a long time. I've worked with thousands of different accounting systems. Most of them were terrible, most of them, because they're designed by people that aren't bookkeepers or accountants. Let's face it, I don't want to put anyone down here, but some of these charts of accounts and ideas about how, you know, let's just stop it. Let's just stop. Okay. If you love bookkeeping and accounting, then become a bookkeeper or an accountant. If you're not, don't try to be. It's a waste of time. Now, I understand in the past there is a cost involved, and who can afford to hire Joe DeChara to do their bookkeeping? And I understand that. CPAs don't normally do bookkeeping, and our hourly rate is, so even a bookkeeper, their hourly rate is usually out of the price range of solopreneurs, and especially new business owners. I understand that, and that's why I have created timewithjoe.com for anybody that can relate to this, that's sick and tired of rushing to put together numbers in a spreadsheet or in QuickBooks that nobody, I'm still trying to figure out QuickBooks after 20 years. I just needed to do bank recs and a balance sheet and a P&L. It's got all these other thousands of reports, useless reports that I could download. It's like killing a fly with a sledgehammer. And spreadsheets are inefficient. They weren't designed to do bookkeeping. They're great for creating schedules and attachments and stuff like that. But it's not good for bookkeeping because it's not organized. You're likely to miss something. And you got to do all the data entry. So let's go into this Waveapps thing because I have somebody dropping off some info to me. But so this is a short presentation because I just want you to listen, and then I'm gonna give you an offer. So let's take this off for now, and I'm gonna share the Waveapps account. Let's see, Waveapps. No, sorry. Still learning this. Waveapps. And here we go. I knew I would get it. So this is one of my demo Waveapps that I use. Is not that many transactions in here. Anyway, so I set this up just for demo purposes. And over here, what do we have? So these are transactions. So what I want to do is I want to go through the setup and how easy it is. And all you got to do is and if you're just going to waveapps.com, it's going to be create a business. So you're going to have a different screen. And you're going to go here and let's create a game demo company. And the type of business, most of us are consultants. Let's just say we're a coach or even other consultants. And the type of organization is we're going to be a corporation because you listened to me and you created an S Corp. And so we're here. Oh my God. We already created the company. Do you know how long it takes to set up a company in QuickBooks? Yeah, we have some other information to enter here, but it's set up. So now let's go into here's the screen where we're going to go to Launchpad. And I actually never go to the Launchpad. I forgot. That's when you want to set it up. Okay, so the thing is with Wave, so they're free, but with free you get pop-ups once in a while, and they're trying to sell us. But QuickBooks is the king of pop-ups. So here is the dashboard, and now if you do this through an accountant like me, what you're going to do is I have simple instructions. One is you're going to invite a guest collaborator. And you can make your accountant or bookkeeper the person. And, there's nothing that a user can do in here as far as trying to steal money out of a bank account, paying themselves. It's not going to happen. So, and a lot of times what I do is I'll invite one of my bookkeepers to help out. So now now your accountant can get in here. And now the last thing you got to do is connect your accounts. And there aren't too many banks that are not listed here. So they got banks and credit cards, and you could link your PayPal account. And so let me just show you what setting up. So this is where I have one of my accounts, and now it's going to ask me, I'm not going to put this in here, but what happens is this is just like logging into my bank account. And what'll happen is, the thing will go up and then it'll say, you want a text message because I got double, verification, and the text will come in and it'll be accepted. You are set up in Waveapps. You're set up to do your bookkeeping. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, this is, like I said, I have a sample company here. I had set up I have an account that I basically just fund and pay some bills through that are going through there. So, and I use that as an example. Now, I haven't been in here in a month. I have not accessed this company in a month, but yet you could see that there's transactions up until yesterday. It's been importing and updating the transactions in the background. And that's what makes this program so powerful. Because the simplicity in order to do a bank rec is bang bang. You don't have to be a bookkeeper as long as all the information that transferred over from the bank matches, and there's not too many times when it won't. You'll reconcile. So the only thing that it can't do is it usually doesn't like to guess where stuff goes. So I could tell you, and I found a lot of shortcuts on how to classify this stuff. So I'll just show you one. So here we have this thing called a firm. Now I know that this was for travel expenses that I financed. So we actually don't have travel. So we got to add a new account. So what? So you're not going to have all the accounts there, right? So this is a good lesson to see how easy this is. So we can add an account on the fly. Now look at what it did. It found 9 other transactions that are the same. And now what we've just done is we've classified 9 transactions. Now that's just a setup. Now, if you've never done this before, maybe you don't appreciate that. But believe me, the setup is what takes a lot of the time, a lot of the time. So I just want to, and they keep adding features here. And every time I come on here, I'm like, there's another new feature. But what I came across this, and this might have been there for the whole time, and I just didn't notice it, which wouldn't surprise me. But if you go to purchases and now receipts, so now what is amazing about this? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually upload a couple of my receipts. And I'll show you what happens. Because we're going to come back to this. So right now it says processing. And these are just receipts that I got online. I downloaded them. That's part of my record keeping system. And so that's it. Now, what I'd like to do is, so these are processing. And hopefully it won't take that long. And so I can come back to you and show you exactly what it did. Now, this is great for people that don't do a lot of business. Maybe you have a side gig, but you still need to keep your receipts. Maybe you got 10, 15, 20 receipts a month. And this is a very simple way to save your receipts. So let me go back to my presentation now so I could show you what my unbelievable offer is. Because I do have a special offer now that I want to start talking about. And I also want to take off the time with Joe thing, because that's starting to annoy me. I do see, okay, hi, Elizabeth. I should have known you were hiding there. I didn't see you. Yeah, so also, Elizabeth, what happens is when that transaction gets imported again, it's more than likely going to go right to that account. So as, and that's part of the AI, artificial intelligence, which is becoming one of my favorite terms, because this is like automation on steroids. This is what QuickBooks has been trying to do for years. And because of the automation and the simplicity, I'm able to, and I'm still wondering how was I able to do this? And so maybe, okay, I worked on this yesterday, I didn't edit it, but this is something that just threw me off track. But it's something that's been on my mind for a long time, which is, why do so many new businesses fail? Hello, Susan. How are you? You already signed up for this special, so you can't double dip. Yeah, Susan just became a new client, one of my newest on this system. But if anybody doesn't agree with, yeah, that's fine. I'm just going by what I've seen over 35 years. That most businesses, well, they lack the proper guidance and direction, and actually, what happens is they become unorganized, disorganized, and it starts with their records and their bookkeeping. It's as simple as that. So I believe that if people started, and maybe because I'm an accountant and I do bookkeeping, but if people started with the just, okay, I want to start a business, and the first thing that they do is pick out their chart of accounts before you start talking about your avatar and your website and all the things that you want to do. Let's start with the chart of accounts, and that's what I'm gonna start pushing that. I'm gonna have a whole campaign on when you start a business, you start with the chart of accounts, and maybe that'll wake people up. But what I created was a startup service for startups. It's I forget. It's a tongue twister. CFO services for startups. That's what it is. And what that means is what a CFO does, a chief financial officer, is going to look at the whole business, not just the bookkeeping, not just the taxes, but all of the systems that go into place in running a business. And believe it or not, even a micro business still has moving parts. So a CFO will look at this stuff. And to be honest with you, I don't even know if this is true that all CFOs do this, but this is what I do. So I'm going to look at all the moving parts if you want me to. I'm going to set up your accounting system with the right chart of accounts. You're going to have 24/7 access to me, not a bookkeeper, not somebody else, me, because I'm the one that comes with the experience. You can do Wave on your own, and I'm actually going to be doing a workshop on that. On because for the people that are brave enough to do it on their own, you know, I'm not going to stop you. I might as well at least show you how to do it right. But if you're smart, like Elizabeth and Susan Shepherd, and you have me do it, uh, think of how much more sleep you'll get. And I'm going to keep your books in real time. There is no more catch up. There's no more spreadsheets at the end of the year. Your accountant won't get mad at you because you're driving him crazy. You don't have to worry about any of that. And basically, my guarantee is I got your back. I got your back. And if you can talk to any of my clients, and they will tell you that I got their back, and that's the truth. Now, the stupid thing, I mean, what did Larry say? Not stupid, ignorant. The crazy thing is that I am doing this for $47 a month. Think about that. You're going to get a CPA helping you with your bookkeeping, not just helping you, but doing it, keeping everything up to date. I'm going to answer all of your business questions. You get a letter from the IRS. If you don't have an accountant, you send it to me. I don't care. As long as I'm not going to, don't call me if you have relationship problems. If you have relationship problems, I'll send you to my friend Susan Shepherd. She has a business called Getting What You Want. And I don't know anything about relationships, but I do know about bookkeeping and accounting. So that's the deal. It's a $97 setup fee. Okay, that's the story. That's the story, Jerry. There used to be a commercial when I was a kid about something, but it was like the crazy Eddie of the time. It was like, that's the story. And all you got to do is connect with me if you're interested in the $47 a month CFO for startup special offer. I don't know how long, how many clients I'll be able to take at this price. To be honest with you, this was something that I woke up and it must have been a moment of insanity. But it's working because people are signing up, and that's what really counts. And to be honest with you, the people that are signing up are getting their books straightened out, sometimes for the first time in their life. And maybe I'll start interviewing them. I'll start taking them on this Facebook Live, so it's not just me telling you this. So these will not be paid actors. I will try to get people like my friend Susan Shepard that will vouch for everything that I'm saying there. So that's my story. I'm sticking with it. I love this new time slot. It's like I finished this, and now it's almost like my day is over. But it's really just starting, because now at 8 o'clock I can go to my friend Susie Cruden's mastermind thing, another mastermind. I was in Elizabeth's mastermind. I don't know whose mastermind it is, but I was in it yesterday, and it was unbelievable. And life is good, folks. So, and I just got a confirmation from Susan. We're going to have you on as soon as we got to talk about your accounts. I think you sent me a couple of statements that weren't attached to Wave, and that's what I do. So we're going to get that straightened out. And thank you for watching. And that's my story. I'm sticking with it. Connect with me. timewithjoe.com. Take me up on this ridiculous offer, and I'll be happy to help you. Thank you. God bless. Over and out.